AC transformer, which is a device by which an AC voltage may be increased or decreased, and it works on the principle of mutual inductions. Now, on the basis of mounting, you can have core type, where core is surrounded by coils, and this is mostly in very heavy transformer, and the other one is cell type, where comes in miniature forms. Here the coil is surrounded by the core, iron core, and on the basis of number of turns, where the number of turns in primary is less than that in number of turns in secondary, it is step up, or if it is the reverse, then it is step down case. Now, if you see the construction, the core is made up of with a laminated soft iron on which coils of insulated copper wire are separately wound. Primary and secondary coils are insulated from each other and also from the core, but are coupled through mutual inductions, and the number of turns in primary and secondary coils are different. When AC source connected to primary coil, the current changes continuously in primary coils, and due to this, magnetic flux linked with secondary coil also changes continuously, and hence AC EMF of same frequency is developed across secondary coils. Let us assume capital N, small e, capital V, capital I, capital R with subscript P and S respectively for number of turns, EMF induced, potential difference across the terminal, and induced current, and finally the resistance of the coils of primary and secondary respectively. Then by Faraday's law of electromagnetic inductions, we can write that is induced EMF in primary, which is equal to small ep equal to minus capital NP d phi by dt of secondary. And in the same way, we can write the induced EMF in secondary is small es equal to minus capital Ns d phi by dt of primary. Now, in case of no flux is leaked out, then the rate of change of magnetic flux in secondary and primary are equal. So therefore, we can write the ratio of primary to secondary EMF is equal to the ratio of number of turns in primary to secondary, that is EP by ES equal to NP by NS. In an ideal case where primary and secondary coils have no absolutely resistance, the potential difference along its terminals equal to the EMF developed. So therefore, we can write the same ratio of EP by ES is equal to the ratio of potential of primary to secondary, that is EP by ES equal to VP by VS equal to NP by NS, that is equal to 1 upon R, where R we can say is the transformation ratio. Now, if there is no losses for an ideal cases, the power in a primary coil is equal to the power in secondary coils, which we can write that is VP times IP equal to VS times IS. So therefore, this transformation ratio, which we have expressed as ratio of primary to secondary for induced EMF voltage for your number of turns, will be equal to the reciprocal of primary to secondary, that is secondary to primary of current. So we can write 1 upon R equal to V primary to secondary equal to E primary to E secondary equal to N primary to N secondary, which equal to I secondary to I primary. For reality, the flux leakage is there, so therefore this ratio we can write equal to the square root of self-inductance of secondary to primary. And also, when you have load, that is resistance is realized in the secondary and primary coils, we can have this ratio equal to the ratio V primary minus I primary times R primary upon V secondary plus I secondary times R secondary. And this expression helps us in writing an expression for terminal potential difference across secondary coil, which is used for stabilization purpose, which we can write that is V secondary equal to small r times Vp minus I secondary times whole bracket, that is small r square times Rp plus Rs. This is a step of transformer. Number of turns in secondary is more than number of turns in primary, and turn ratio greater than 1. The potential difference in secondary is greater than the potential difference in primary. but the current in secondary is less than the current in primary. That is, voltage increases and current decreases. This is the case we use in generating stations where power is generated. Generally 110,000 volt is being produced before it is being sent for long distance transportations. Like in case of your Hirakud in Bhakranangal Dam, the voltage is increased to 110,000 before it is being departed for utility purpose to parts of Odisha in case of Hirakud and parts of Delhi in case of Bhakranangal, and so in the cases of other generating stations. And for step down, reverse is the case, that is the number of turns in secondary less than number of turns in primary, turn ratio less than 1, and potential across secondary is less than potential in primary, and current in secondary is more than the current in primary. And this is the case where voltage decreases and current increases. It is mostly being used at local power grid stations where 110,000 volt is converted to 440 volts, and then it is also used as domestic house clusters. You might have seen near roadsides where the 440 volts from the power grids is reduced to 220 volts before it is used in our domestic houses. Percentage efficiency, if you see, it is equal to the input power obtained from secondary coil divided by input power given to primary coil into 100%. That is equal to the ratio of VSIS by VP IP times 100%. It's eta, which is the efficiency, equal to input minus losses by input, and that is equal to 1 minus losses by input. Now what are these losses? If you see, for ideal transformer, whole of energy supplied to primary is obtained across the secondary. But in real practice, there are 5 different kind of losses. Copper loss is one such case, which is due to the Joule heating, that is I square R, in the form of heat, as because the coils primary and secondary, they are in practice having some resistance, that is R is never 0. And the second, iron or eddy loss, which arises because changing magnetic flux produces eddy current in the iron core that leads to dissipation of energy, and this can be minimized by using laminated cores, and which we have discussed also in cases of mutual inductions of our previous discussions. And the flux linkage case, in actual transformer, the coupling of primary to secondary is never perfect. That is, the whole of the magnetic flux generated in primary is never linked up with the secondary. This causes a loss of energy, which we call is flux leakage. The fourth kind, you can have hysteresis loss. In hysteresis loss, the AC current flowing through the coil magnetizes and demagnetizes the iron core repeatedly. The complete cycle of magnetization and demagnetization is termed as hysteresis. During each cycle of energy is dissipated and is termed as hysteresis loss. This hysteresis loss can be minimized by choosing silicon iron core which have a thin hysteresis loop. Also, we have discussed this partly in mutual inductions, and more to be discussed when we will have the hysteresis as a part of discussions. The last one here we will discuss is humming loss. Here, due to passage of AC current through the iron core of the transformer, it starts vibrating, and that produces a humming sounds, and hence some loss of energy is done as humming loss in the form of sound. Natural cooling by air convections is one such where humming loss is also reduced, but in practice these transformers are immersed in mineral oil tank, and for very big transformer, oil is circulated through pump houses circulations. Transformers, it is mostly used in telegraphs, telephone, TV, radio, and in almost all the gadgets where you use AC current